Hey guys, it's just me here on this video. It seems kind of weird not having Michelle here with me to record, but I'm all alone today, solo, because she's at home trying to recover. For some reason, she said she woke up feeling not her best and dizzy. So she's taking the day off. I'm gonna keep an eye on her and make sure she's got everything she needs. And if you guys would like, and it would be greatly appreciated, stop by Squirrel Tribe 2.0 and just send her some get well wishes. That will definitely lift her spirits. Well, happy Monday, April 8th. Today is the big day, folks. The sun will be blocked. I was actually joking about this solar eclipse, and I said, how crazy would it be if we saw a video come out, and maybe it would have been an April Fool's Day video, saying how not Elon Musk, but Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates or Oprah Winfrey or Soros or whoever it would be found a way to do an inverse eclipse. And in the middle of the night, they can just make the sun appear. How crazy would that be? Give them time. I'm sure they can figure it out. Give them enough time and they'll figure it out, you know, with their AI and their tech. I guess my light battery is dying. But either way, I wanted to share a story with you guys that I came across and I heard about yesterday. And it was about a guy who said that he got a speeding ticket. He got a speeding ticket from the state. The guy, he likes the car. So he got a speeding ticket from the state. I wish my light would work. He got a speeding ticket from the state. That's not any more light. All right, or maybe that is a little bit more light. He got a speeding ticket from the state, and now I'm realizing that as I go through this car wash, it's probably gonna be insanely loud. Yeah, I don't want it to be too loud in here. And it's kind of dark. Well, maybe it's not too bad. I gotta recharge the light battery. The light on the GoPro just, yeah, needs more juice. We're out of there. We got light and a quieter environment, and we got a cleaner car. I'm gonna go grab me something to eat. But the story that I came across, this news story, was about a man who received a speeding ticket and he wasn't even driving his car. And I actually had this happen to me before. I got a ticket for the toll and it was for the van, and I'm like, I got a ticket for the toll for the van, and I'm like, the van has never been on this bridge ever that this toll was on. And the van has been parked for months. So how could that even have happened? So yeah, either way, what do they want? They want your money. So this guy, he got a speeding ticket and he wasn't even driving. And it wasn't because someone was borrowing his car or whatever like that. His car was actually on the back of a tow truck being towed, but his license plate triggered whatever ticket, which I guess the question now is, I need to look back at this story and figure out who's cutting speeding tickets by camera now. We got speed cameras now? I thought we had red light cameras and then the high occupancy vehicle or the pay to drive in lane, express lanes cameras. I didn't know we had speed cameras now, so I guess that's a thing. You got the speed cameras. You got folks out here running side hustles. Did you know that people would put cameras on their cars to drive around to record people's license plates to send the data back to whatever agency was searching for cars for wanted people, fugitives, repossessions. So interestingly enough, that's a thing. But the whole point of the story is they want money, and they want your money, and they want to get it and take it any way possible. And this ties into, my opinion, what's happening in California with this new minimum wage law. This car literally just tried to turn in front of the green light and just, yeah, people crazy. So I need to get me a dash cam. So they want to take your money by way of taxes, okay? And this is a unique and elaborate scheme and plan to take your money through taxes, through payroll taxes, through income tax, and through sales tax. And that's why California is attacking the minimum wage and fast food industry, because they can get the revenue through the income tax, they can get the revenue through the payroll tax, and they can get the revenue through the sales tax, as they know that these restaurants and these businesses and these owners are going to raise their menu prices to offset this overnight 25% pay raise to all these fast food workers. And they are not going to, these big companies and corporations are not going to take pay cuts themselves to offset their profits in the billions to pay for this minimum wage hike. So the government and their reckless spending, and it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on, but I will say that one side is worse than the other right now. And I think we need to try the other side again. And granted, if you're here because of my long form content and my community posts and my live streams, then we probably see eye to eye on that. If you're here because of the shorts and my shorts about Trump, then odds are you got here by accident. I don't know why YouTube did that, but we probably need to really have a sit down and discussion and chat and talk about our money and our finances, our personal finances, the economy, jobs, affordability, just being able to buy groceries and pay your rent and every other bill that you have coming in, because there's countless bills, more bills now than ever. But these governments they're scheming, they're plotting and scheming, taxation without representation, but they want your money and they want to take it from you in new and exciting ways that most people aren't familiar with and won't necessarily see the grift coming as it's happening. And the most alarming part is, I think, as I mentioned, this is not only going to happen in California, this is going to hit other states, quite possibly other blue states first. But be that as it may, I saw a story yesterday of an indication of where it could possibly be going next. Now, granted, this was a headline for the city of Philadelphia, but perhaps maybe they will begin to execute on similar strategies as a city before it hits the state level. Maybe it's easier, faster for them, more efficient to execute on some of these proposals and bills and whatnot from a state level. I like when you try to back up and then the car behind you is like, no, you can't back up. I'm just gonna stay in your ass the entire time because I see you have your hazards on and I know you're trying to back up. And for some reason I came into Chick-fil-A to follow you, to do a loop around the Chick-fil-A just to chase you. Like, what the hell? Come on, people. What are we thinking about here in our daily lives here? But either way, maybe it's easier to run these through on a city level or a state level. And that's the thing, you got to watch it. A lot of these bills, as Michelle pointed out, Squirrel Tribe pointed out in her videos, they got these bills and these proposals and they'll say, and other, or for other reasons, or other services or other uses or something like that. And they come up with these ways to introduce these new changes, that these little micro transactions, these little minute changes that will boost up their tax revenue by fractional percentages that will ultimately equal big numbers in the long run. And then we'll see it permeate throughout to the states to find more instances of new laws of higher minimum wage in industries that they feel like they can stronghold and put the squeeze on and manipulate to continuously drive their revenues by way of tax. The sole purpose of taking money out of you and I's pocket. Granted, the beauty of it is they're trying to pull the wool over so many people's eyes by pretending that what they're doing is in fact a good thing, by way of a minimum wage hike increase for those who don't necessarily understand what that truly means. For instance, the folks out there who, Walmart for one, as you guys have mentioned numerous times, so many people who work for Walmart live below poverty and still have to rely on government assistance programs and food stamps to get by and survive. Well, what do you think will happen when these minimum wage workers who fall into this category receive a 25% pay raise overnight? It will immediately remove them from these contention for being eligible. They're about to back into that. Oh man, there's so many. Whew, she's about to back into that RAV4. And there's so many implications to these actions that people just aren't even really paying attention to. Now, granted, some folks had told me that the public hearings for California, there were some people there objecting to it because they knew the consequences that would be coming because of this. But this is ultimately going to wipe people out who were on the threshold of borderline of receiving any form of government assistance, because now they earn too much money. They literally earn, instead of earning let's just say $1,000 a week, now they earn $1,250 a week. And you know, these are just rough numbers, and that $250 a week changes everything. Now granted, it may not change your life tremendously, but it will change how they view you and your application and your eligibility from these programs that they're going to kick you out of. Oh, and yes, the unemployment, yeah, sure, this could potentially increase the unemployment levels, but odds are they won't, because people will quit instead of being fired. Now granted, Pizza Hut laid off some drivers, and this is why this gig work and 1099 is so enticing, is because it eliminates employers from having to pay for unemployment. But they're not trying to fire everybody. Granted, some will have to. They'll be forced to shut down and close, but some of these bigger chains, they're just going to bank on the fact that they're going to lose employees through attrition, and they'll quit. Because yeah, you got a 25% pay raise, great. But you also got a 30 to 40, maybe a 50% or more reduction in hours. So you make more per hour, you'll just get less hours. And in essence, you'll actually make less money. So, and then to add insult to injury, when you do visit these places and engage in buying these fast food items, they're gonna cost more. When you go to Dollar General, when you go to the Dollar Tree, which is now going up to $1.50 or more, it's going to cost more and you're not making more. However, the state, the city, the county, all these different levels and branches of government, they're making more off of you in form of tax revenue, while also spending less on you to cover you and provide benefits. And don't get me started on the healthcare industry, for which in California, Gavin Newsom has already said that the healthcare industry, which was supposed to receive a $25 minimum wage boost that the state would pay for, he's looking to put the kibosh on that. And he says, we'll see if we have enough money, as they continue to rack up a deficit. I think now it's at like $58 billion. Thank you.
My pleasure. We'll have it out with free.
The only hole I'm trying to see right now is a whole lot of money. Y'all can keep the rest of this.
It just got real. Say how you feel. Got is mad. Yeah, that's too bad. Off of my dick, I got him stressed out. Look at me, I'm blessed now. Tell him I'm the best out. Giving nothing less. But you guess to see my third eye. You see my halo. Untamed, no cage, ho. Clip it through the payroll. I'm about my banknotes. Look, they taking those. What if we waiting on? It's what I prayed for, right? Black, tell them back. Just how I get my lick back. All the get back. They won't hear me get the last laugh. I'm the last. Standing all 10 in the grass patch. Run a cash grab, yeah. I'm off the medicine. They on the sedatives. Finna settling. I'm him, no questioning. Up late, no rest again. Them ain't threatening. It's what I invested in. Bring the blasting in, yeah. If somebody told you that they know me, then they told you it's a story. Keep my business on the low key, yeah. If you fuck me, then for shorty. If you not, then it's a problem. I'm the source, we get it sorted, yeah. If you know me, you the homie. If you don't, let's keep it cordial. Keep my mentions on the low key, yeah. If you for me, then for shorty. If you for me, can you show me? Way up near the asteroids, rapping like the writtens do. I'm getting to the cash, boy. The average, I keep adding to my name across the tabloid. I don't stress fame, but if I want, I could turn me into a household name. Way out of line, still in my lane, heavy foot in the game. I'm big stepping in the flesh, I get better with age. Sharpen my aim, they press and play to hit my life. I'm never selling my soul. Get to the dollar off a dream, I'ma grip what I'm owed. I never fold, I keep it calm. They wanna rise out of me, I keep it glacier, cut you off soon as I see the first sign that you're not for me. In alignment with the gods and the kings, and I want everything.
Alright guys, that was breakfast. As I'm sitting there eating, I was thinking, you know, it's not just the government only wants your money, they want your livelihood too. And it's more than just, you know, putting you in poverty or, you know, keeping you under their thumb or potentially putting you in this welfare trap of wanting and needing their help and begging for assistance and quite possibly hoping for universal basic income or something like that. It even comes down to literally like your heartbeat, for the standpoint of, you know, they'll take your money and then they'll take your health. And I'm not going to get into it in this video because I'm not trying to get my channel deleted or anything like that by triggering the YouTube algorithm health nuts. But yeah, there's a story floating around on something called the Gateway Pundit, and you have to go to Gateway Pundit and you got to scroll down to the bottom and you'll see this story, this article that a lot of folks are talking about. And you know, this is a ploy. I don't know what the next one's going to be, but they will essentially try and introduce some new mandate and force folks to accept and comply and consent and give in exchange for whatever the government offers in exchange or return or back to you that really should have been yours to begin with, that they have decidedly taken away unlawfully, illegally under this current administration. Again, folks, I'm not trying to get political. I'm just trying to keep it real, share with you guys my thoughts and opinions and how I see it, potentially how to get ready, how to get better prepared and survive this mess. What do you guys think? Drop a comment. Thanks for watching.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence, but I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake fans gon' pop.